Hello YouTubers, this is HaltWhistle00 and I have a very special review for you today. It is the new Hornby Great Goodbye Bittern. Now this is a model that I have been waiting for some time. I'd originally hoped to get the Great Gathering Edition A4s, but they sold out very quickly because it is only a limited edition of 510. So I had to wait for the Great Goodbye to come into stock. But nevertheless, they're here, and now I've got one. So what can I tell you about the model? Well, it is a limited edition of 500, made by Hornby, part of a special commission by the National Railway Museum in York. Included with the model comes these two things, and these, I think this is great. Two etched nameplates, obviously saying Bittern. Come into focus, camera. Good camera. And then we have a Great Gathering headboard, like the ones that the A4s, the actual preserved A4s wore at the Great Gathering event in York. So that's a really nice touch. So let's get on to the rest of it. What comes in the box? I'm not going to open up the box because there's no point, because you all not know what's inside a Hornby box. Foam. But I've taken out all the stuff inside it. We get this. This is a display cabinet voucher. This is if you buy. This is only really relevant if you buy all 6 of the A4 Pacifics, part of the Great Goodbye range. As I haven't bought all the 6 A4s, it's not really much use to me, but still, it's a nice touch. Basically, if you buy all 6 A4s, you buy Mallard, Bittern, Dominion of Canada, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Union of South Africa, and Sir Nigel Gresley, you'll end up with 6 of these vouchers, and you need to send them into Hornby, and they'll send you a cabinet to put the 6 A4s in. So yeah, not much use for us, but still it's nice. It's kind of got a glossy feel and look to it, so it's quite nice, and it's something you can stick next to the box just as a showcase thing. Then we have the certificate of authentication. This one is for Bittern. Mine is number 135 out of 510. This I actually got from Hatton's. This is a Hatton's sent model. We had a very close call, actually. We pre-ordered it, but we pre-ordered it quite late, and Hatton said, "Oh look, we may not get as much A4s into stock as we'd originally hoped." So we kept the order, but we pre-ordered with Bittern again with another store, and then a day later, Hatton's came back to us saying that they would get them in stock, and they had them in stock, so they sent Bittern out to us. But this is the certificate of authentication. It says Bittern. It gives us a little bit. It gives us a history on Bittern, when she was built. So, 18th of December 1937 was her first day in service. It tells us about all the liveries she's been in and the disguises she's been in. So she's been disguised as the Pioneer, Silver Link, Dominion of New Zealand, and more recently with the Double Tender, and she was disguised as Spencer from the Thomas and Friends stories. And then it shows us in 2012 Bittern reverted back The original name an LNER Garter Blue livery and took part in the Great Gathering in July 2013. So we know all that. And then took part in the Great Goodbye at the NRM in Shildon in February 2014. There's Simon Kohler's signature from Hornby. It's not his. It's not. He hasn't actually signed that. That's printed on. By the way. Yeah, but it's a nice touch. I really like it. And then on to the usual stuff that we get is the Class A4 Hornby manual. We've all got these. They're probably the same for half of them because Hornby, as we know, reuse chassis and motors and things, so still worthwhile keeping though. Don't throw them out. You can create a collection and then create your own little library. Then we go on to the little box of, or not box, little bag of accessories. As you can see, I've already opened this, but on the inside, here's the little piece of paper showing us what we've got to do. On the inside, we've got the wheels that go under the cab, the car taxi wheels. That do have flanges on the sides, so you put these on for detail. If your model is a static display, or if you have it on a layout where there are very giving curves, so that they're not too tight. I won't be putting these on. Despite the fact that Holt Whistle is generally a quite giving layout, my home layout is one of the old Hornby starter sets, which I've modified a little bit by extending it, but still the same radius, so I won't be putting those on. And then we've got the unique to the A4s. I'll just got so much stuff on my desk. Here we go. Where is it? There we go. These are the brake pipes, or not brake pipes. What's the word? Drain cocks that you have on the A4s. Quite a unique design. They've got three tubes there. So I'll get round to fitting those at some other stage. It comes with two. There's the other one. Right there. So, and then the wheels, I'm not sure how well you can see in this light, but they've got the red paint on them, which the LNER A4s had when they were in Garter Blue livery. It's rolling towards us. It's spiritually connected to the camera. It's not really. Oh, sorry. Let me put those back in the bag, and now we can move on to the model itself, which is what you guys really want to see. Isn't that right? So let's move this box out of the way. There she is. She is a beauty. Sorry, got to put that box down. Let's bring her up close for everyone to see. Bittern. She is a beautiful model by Hornby. So let's look at the close things. I'll start with the valve gear. It's the usual fare. Obviously it's hard to see because we have the LNER flanges along the side. Very nice touch by Hornby. Not sure how well you can see, but they fitted the little brake pipes that go underneath the engine, so I didn't have to fit them, which is good, so I don't have to spend an hour trying to get those fixed. One thing I love about the A4s, and I'm not sure whether it was on all A4s or if it's just a thing where some companies don't make them, but on the last wheel we've got a little extra rod coming up here, and then we've got this little pipe that runs across there up to there. I believe that's, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's got something to do with the brakes. Here we see obviously the flangeless, a little hair in the way. There's the flangeless wheels underneath the cab. I'll keep those there. I won't put those replacement ones on. Underneath, it has been spotted. The dreaded plug tender pickup connection. These have got to be some of the worst thought of ideas by Hornby. This model is virtually flawless except for this little thing. I hate those plugs because when you put them back in the box you've got to undo them. Sometimes you're able to keep them connected. Sometimes the plug cord is too short. You've got to take them off, and putting them back on is a pain. So not Hornby's best call with that. 4464 in very nice work there by Hornby. Oh, sorry about that. The numbers are it's gone out of focus. There we go. The transfers that Hornby use are very good. Then here we have, I'm not sure how well I can zoom in on this. No, it's gone out of focus again. This is as close as I can get. Oh. Focus camera. Please focus. No, it doesn't want to do it. Okay, I'm not sure how well we can all read that, but that's London and North Eastern Railway. Number 1966. What is that? 1866? I'm not sure. That obviously refers to what number engine she was. That was built by Doncaster Locomotive Works. 1938, London North Eastern Railway. See, got a little spark plug. Not spark plug. That's a cast. Jeez, I'm forgetting myself today. Washout plugs. There we go. Oh, you've got those all around the locomotive. It would be nice if the washout plugs were actually detailed, like it's completely blue the whole way. If the inside of that washout plug was painted like black, like showing like the inside of the loco, then that would be nice. We have almost like the fake glass around the windows and up here. Very nice. And a good addition onto this model, and well done Hornby, they did their research. The overhead cables warning stickers. These are apparent on Bittern at both ends and on both sides, because she is certified for mainline running, and they have done this. They've also put the stickers onto, or the labels onto, Sir Nigel Gresley and Union of South Africa, both of those models, because they are also certified for mainline running. But correctly, they have not put them onto their models of Mallard, Dominion of Canada, and Dwight D. Eisenhower, because they're not running. They're not mainline certified. Let's go down to the front now. Let me turn this round for us. And here we see the Great Gathering headboard by Hornby. This is really, really nice. This is one of the best touches, I think, to the locomotive. It's got Hornby and the little Mallard 75 labels or logos up the top, both sides of the Hornby label, and then the Great Gathering. It's a really, really nice touch, I think. It doesn't come fitted like that, I should say. It's just blue tacked on. If I take that off, you can see the lamp iron, and then we've got the chime whistle, double chimney. I actually really like the way the double chimney has been made here. I'm not sure how well we can get the camera to see that. No, we can't. But basically, the double chimney on the model is kind of hollow, and then where the locomotive slopes down with the cod's mouth door, that's where the mould is. So the chimney is not part of the mould. It's been stuck on, and the result of that is that it looks realistic. It looks like it has been bolted onto the model. It's not just another mould. And if you, obviously I can't because of the light, but if you look inside the chimney, you can actually see they've drilled through the original body shell, and we can see like several other entrances or exits where the smoke comes out. So that's really nice. It's kind of hard for me to explain though as well. Here's the nameplate. Now, I have already stuck the etched nameplates onto the model. Although I struggle to say etched plates because that's what Hornby says. But etched nameplates are what Fox Transfers and Model Master produce. They are little strips of brass which have been kind of etched out, and the name has been etched out and then it's been painted around it. This is a strip of brass with a transfer over the top. So whilst yes, they're extra nameplates, they're not etched nameplates with the, you know, the etched. So, but nevertheless, it's still nice. I'm not bagging the model at all. If we move back to the front of the loco, one good thing about the Great Goodbye edition of Bittern, which was a problem on the Great Gathering edition, the first edition, was that the number on the front was printed incorrectly. It was printed kind of, it had the number, so the NO, and the first 4 on this side of the lamp iron. It was like, it was actually level with the lamp iron that you can see there. It was moved up, and then the 464 was on the other side of the lamp iron. And it's angered some modelers. You can look on the Railway Modelers Forum, or various model railway forums, and you'll see there. We've got the nice chain coupling, just an accessory. We've got a brake pipe, and if you were wondering, to put modelers at ease, sprung buffers. There you go. You can breathe now. We have the splendid chime whistle. Obviously, the double chimney. She is very nice. Move her onto the other side. One thing I will show to you, though, I'm not sure if this is just a mistake on my particular model, or if it's supposed to be like this. This little hole here is for a special ratchet connection, which was able to dismantle some of the valve gear on the A4s, the proper A4s. It's just an accessory on here, although it is an actual drilled hole in the shell, so that's quite nice. But there should be, if I'm not corrected, there should be little writing going around the outside saying which way you need to open and shut like that. So I'm not sure whether that's just a mistake by the manufacturer or if it's supposed to be like that. Anyway, enough prattling on. Let's move on to the cab and the tender. That is gorgeous. Props to Hornby. They have done really well on this. That is very nice cab detail. I'm yet to put a driver and fireman in there, but I will do. That is really impressive. And I know Hornby do this on other models, but and I've showed you this before when I did my review of the A3 Coronac, or Coronach, as it was then. But you know, every time you see these new models, it's always well detailed. If we look at the tender now, gold around the top of those things, whatever they are. I know this one here is to undo the little door which opens underneath the tender to pick up water from water troughs. Not sure how well we can see there, but off to the side you can see the little door going through the tender, because it is of course the corridor connection. The coal, you can usually touch it to make sure you hear the noise to check, but yes, it is removable. I won't remove this coal as such, but I will put realistic coal over the top of this. So you'll see that maybe when I'm showing it on the Loco running on Halt Whistle. LNER along the tender, it's done very nice. There was another issue with the Great Gathering models that has been fixed with the Great Goodbye models, is that the writing on the tender and the cab side numbers were too high. I think that was an issue. God knows how you can see that, but anyway, that was an issue. Moving to the back of the tender, we've got the little glass that puts light into the corridor. That's very nice. That's actually see-through. That's not painted black. It's just the light that I'm in. But that is a little fake glass kind of thing. All the little sitting brackets for reversing lamps. We've got the little warning sticker down the bottom there. All the side handling bars are they're all properly made. They're not molds. The buffers at the back are sprung. Really nice. The tender connection at the back here is I can't remember the name. What is wrong with me today? But I can't remember the name of that coupling just underneath there. But that's that realistic coupling. And then of course we've got the NEM coupling by Hornby. Very nice. Not one of those large couplings that they have. So that it is really nice. And also above here we have these little sliding doors, or not doors but little air vents to let air pass through the cab while, come on, it doesn't want to go. Anyway, but you can see the difference there. So that one's open, that one's closed. These two up here should move, but they're very, very a tough move, so I'm going to leave them like that in case I damage the model. So all in all, a very nice model. I'm really impressed with this. This is my first proper super detail Hornby A4. I've got two Bachmann A4s, and this one certainly beats them. And then I've got an old Triang A4 over there, number 4482 Golden Eagle, and that's not a worthwhile competition. But this is certainly my best A4. She's a splendid runner. I will show you footage of her on Holt Whistle when I get back to Holt Whistle. That should be on Saturday, so you may see the new video on Saturday or Sunday. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I haven't bored you to death with this 26-minute video in 5 seconds. So, anyway, thank you for watching Holt Whistle 00. See you next time.